here we are another day, ready for another spooky. This one is a cautionary one to everyone who goes thrifting or antiquing. You know, they always say be careful what you buy. You never know what can be attached to things. Or the way I see it, they're things that maybe someone really cared for a lot, and a bit of them stays with it after they pass on. What happened to us, we had gone to go visit my sister in Arizona, and my brother-in-law had said before we got there he wanted to take us to this place that he found where this lady was selling all these little snow globes, little musical figurines that they had belonged to her husband, and he passed away and he really cherished them and everything. Well, we ended buying some. So we come home from our trip, she set them up in her room, and at that time she was pregnant with her third child. After a while, she started telling me that in the middle of the night they would start playing. Looked at her and I said, well, maybe the kids are turning them on during the day, and then, you know, they kind of stay wound up and they just start playing spontaneously. She goes, next time it happens, I'm gonna call you. I said, okay. So a couple of nights later, there she goes calling me on the phone. I was way in the back bedroom, and she goes, Mom, they're playing. Going to her room, nothing. Very quiet, no sounds, nothing. We said they're talking. I thought, you know, maybe she's just having a nightmare. And then all of a sudden, ding, 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 they start playing. You know, when you have something setting for a long time, you don't touch it, don't move it, kind of sticks. And I noticed that they were like that. And when I finally pulled one off, I mean, you could tell if there was a ring where there was dust, but not where the figurine was standing. And I said, let's see if it happens again. And boom, shortly after that it starts. Then I got very concerned. One, I thought, oh, there's something in this room. And I got worried because, you know, she was pregnant. I thought, ooh, what if this spirit can go into her inside the baby? We're sitting there, and all of a sudden I felt the coldest, creepiest chill. I didn't want to alarm her, so I said, hey, let's go sit in the living room for a while. And I'm trying to figure out how am I going to get those things out of there. So I finally remembered, oh, I got some holy water. So I went and got it, sprayed some on her and prayed on me, and I prayed. And on my hands, I went into the room and I picked up the two figurines, and then I sprayed it. I drenched it with holy water, got them, and took them outside to the porch. And I told her, okay, you can go to sleep. I sprayed your room. I said a prayer. You should sleep good. Next morning, it's going to be trash day, so I figured best thing I can do is throw them in the trash. Once they get up, they're going to be compressed, broken. We won't have to deal with that. So from now on, be careful when you buy anything from a thrift store or a antique shop. If you can get the history on it, even more better. A lot of times when we buy things like that, before we bring them in the house, we leave them outside 24 hours, something like that. I figure the longer you leave them out, the better. The spirit can go. So beware when you buy secondhand things. Okay, bye.